Your auctioneer this morning, a lovely Melbourne traditional spring sunny day, and welcome a lot of the dogs as well. Got the bowl there too. You're all set up for a bit of a drink. Good luck today in your bidding. Supported today by Connor over here as well. We've got Tim, we've got Scott, we've got Stephanie and Chris as well to give you a hand with the bidding, and wish you all the best to secure a really well sought after property. Lovely neighbourhood, very quiet, good sized block of land, just noisy dogs. Now 860 square metres of land, so perfect for a first home buyer, second home buyer, or even possible development. As you'll notice next door, and the next door past that, there's been development in there with dual occupancy property. So those thinking long term, the possibilities are endless here at 21 Baker Road, North Bayswater. I want to thank my vendors. We sold the home to them some 20 odd years ago, and I want to thank them for their selection of ourselves as the agent. Also, Jason's here on the video camera, and Connor, if you don't want to be in the video, that's fine. Just tell them, take me out of the video. They won't with video. Those video mean. And Chris up here. Guys, there are some formalities. I must read through the documentation, which has been on display the past half an hour in the property, also the past few days in the office. I'll process that for you. It's a nice shady spot I've got here as well. Then it'll be over to you to bid and buy the property here today at 21 Baker Road in North Bayswater. Of course, it is Lot 5 on plan of subdivision number 125035, volume 9376, folio 893, more commonly known, of course, as 21 Baker Road, North Bayswater. At public auction, of course, there is no cooling off period. Once I strike the paperwork like that in my hand, you'll be the person who buys the property. We can't reopen the bidding, so make that really clear. Once it's knocked down, that's it. Chattels which stay with the property, of course, are as inspected. So all your fixed floor coverings, window furnishings, anything of a fixed permanent nature, so even the light here with the light on, that all stays. Anything of a personal nature, of course, goes with our vendor. Settlement today, very flexible, terms 10% deposit, and the settlement in some 60 or 90 days, so 2 or 3 months. So obviously around about November or December you can move into your new home. Also attached to the auctioneer clause, which mentions about the rules have been on display the past half an hour. We can't accept bids for the property after it's been knocked down. I mentioned earlier, reserve price that the vendors have. As auctioneer indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids and prohibits disruption. So if you want to disrupt the auction, you might as well leave now. The rules permit vendor bids. The words I use during, I'll say with me vendor bid. I won't pull the bids off the power lines or the trees or I'll be really just transparent. So it's all above board, and by law only I as the auctioneer can make a vendor bid. Of course, as well, if you want to buy the property today and or nominee, you can buy the property as well in your name and include your partner at a later date prior to settlement. You can buy the property with a company guarantee. Vendor statement section 32, no restrictions. Maroondah planning scheme. Zoning is neighbourhood residential zone. City of Maroondah is some 17.24 75 cents per annum. Yarra Valley Water some 280 per quarter approx. Services, power, gas, water and sewerage are all connected. Building approvals, none in the past 7 years. And your block size is what I want to talk about today. It's got roughly, we'll call this here an arc. It's got a bit of a bend of some 20 metres. We've got a side here of the garage, some 31.24 metres. A very large back boundary across the rear of some 29.56 metres. And then a boundary along this side here, we'll call the southern side, of some 38.21. So that relates to approximately 860 square metres. And that's what I'm talking about. A lot of the blocks these days are down to 700, 600, 500 square metres. Here you've got plenty of space, near on quarter acre, and a lot of the blocks in the street are large as well. So you've got an old-fashioned size block of land. That concludes the formal documentation you're bidding on today. Are there any questions regarding the formal documentation? 4 minutes, also too, before I forget, you'll notice my vendors just told me, and I knew about this but forgot to mention my notes last night, they've got a solar panel system up top. Have a guess how much money they've spent so far this September in their power bills, and they run their dryer all the time. You won't guess. $18. That stays with, so your power bills are next to nothing. In the past 7 days, have a guess how many kilowatts they've used. 1, and they've had their dryer on. So what I'm saying is that gets passed on to you. So that's a great saving. So when you're bidding today, and you think, and I forgot about this to mention it, so the power bills so far in 22 days this month so far in September have totaled $18. Not 180 but 18, and less than 1 kilowatt used in the past 7 days. So that goes on to the next purchaser as well. Guys, my auctions are pretty fast because I've got one 11 o'clock to do and 12 as well. But what I want to talk to you about are 3 things: area and the home and the market. Area is a lovely quiet street. Baker Road, any around these streets here, Central Avenue, have always sold very well. Bordering Croydon, South, North Bayswater, mixture of new homes up the newer part of Baker Road and the more established part here as well. You're very close back into Bayswater, back into Croydon, back into East Ringwood. up to Kilsyth, Montrose quite easily as well. My vendor tells me, I said, give me some information. She goes, Paul, I can either go to Knox very quickly or Eastland. I can choose whatever I like. That was one of her favourite points. And sitting out on the deck here as well, enjoying the morning sun too is a nice little thing as well. And the beautiful garden and the privacy of the property too as well. We know the home, you've all been through the home, but you walk inside, nice formal lounge room, air conditioner up top there, splitty. You got the another aircon in the kitchen area, all nice and compact, but easy to work with, no problems at all. 3 or 4 bedrooms, one could be a study quite easily, as you've seen. Robes in the bedrooms, other bathroom, main bedroom with ensuite walk-in robe too. We know it's not a Taj Mahal, but it's a great first home, but what it's got is potential. And I could see a lot of my friends here saying to me, Paul, can we maybe go a driveway up here and work with that backyard? And I reckon you can. You've got to go to council, of course, to get your permission and submit your plans, but you'll notice next door has been done and the one next door as well I mentioned earlier. So I think where the value lies here today is in the land. So make no mistake about it. Some people are thinking maybe not there and building 2 lovely homes. Somebody have mentioned maybe 3. Options are endless. Options over to you. Buyers, the market is still very strong. Interest rates are very low still. The market's still good. A lot of buyers coming from Inner, from Box Hill, Manningham Shire, coming out this way because they see value in our location. Compared to Ringwood, it is cheap out here. You go in not even 4 minutes back into Ringwood, you're buying apartments, you're buying units for $900,000, even East Ringwood. So to have a block of 860 square metres among some nice neighbours and some nice homes and good variants of homes, it's all there. Chris is looking at his watch going, Paul, get this show on the road. Buyers, I can talk all day, it's what I'm paid to do, but now it's over to you. Where can I see an opening bid? 21 Baker Road, North Bayswater. In your hands now. Stop me where you will. I want to get the crowd today, Chris. A bit of reciprocity here. I like to reciprocity.
600? 600.
600. 600 to my courageous opening bidder, sir. I'll take you 600 ask for. I think it's a bit light on, but I'll take a bid now and call for a rise of 20 on the rise. At 600 will be excellent buying. At 600,000 now, bid front and centre now 6. At 600,000, look for a rise of 20 on the rise if you will. At 600,000 now, front and centre now 620 if you like. At 600,000 now.
605.
Oh, sir, if I took 605, I'll be here till 3:30. I'll miss the start of the football.
610.
No, take it in 20. It's going to get there, believe me. At 610, at 600 if you like, 620 if you will, on the night, 620 now. At 620 now, good bid, sir, welcome aboard as well. At 620 now, 640 if you like. Got it now, 640 front and centre now, playing for keep, 640 here. At 640, come back if you like, 660 on the night, nice and simple. Well worth it at that. Full block of land. At 640 here, front and centre now, 660 if you like. At 640 here now, at 640. First goal, 640. I don't know what that means, but I reckon it means 660 in your language. Second goal, 640. Sure, I'll take you 50 because I'm a gentleman. But I must do the same for him as well, 660 if you like on the nod. At 650 here, 660 if you like. It's only money now. Straight back at 660 here, front and centre, 660. A race between 2, 660 here now. Mouthful of marble, 660 here, front and centre now. Come back at 670 if you like. At 60 here, keep it rolling along now. At 60,000 now, 660 front and centre. At 60,000 now. At 660 front and centre now. Can I see 680 if you like, or better 670 if you like. At 660 now. First call, 660. Second call, 660. Third and final call. You're done. Silent. And finish. Take a 10 if it helps, sir. 670 if you like. It's a lazy 10. Got it now. Good bid. 670 here now. Race between 3. At 670,000 right hand side. At 670 said namaste now. 80 here. At 680 race between 3. It's worth fighting for. It's worth going for. Back at like a 690 right hand side. Back here at 70 front and centre now. 700,000 now. At 700. 720 was the bid, Scott. 720. Yep. Good bid. 720. 720 here on the right. 720 on the right now. Come with me, sir. I'll take you 5. Jaldi, 725. Come in now, 730 if you like. At 730 on the nod, got it now, 30. At 730 here, right hand side. At 730 here now. At 730 now. First goal, 730. Second call, 730. Third and final call. You're done.
5.
Got it now, sir. Good bid, 735. 740 straight back at you, sir. The gentleman sees value. He sees value at 740,000 now. Now, sir, don't leave me now. You've been with me from the start. I don't want you two over here. Have a think about you've got a house here on a small block. You're the backyard for next to nothing. At 740,000 and now's not the time to run away. At 740,000, my bid's over here. It's getting very, got 'em very hot over here now. At 740 here, right hand side. Come with me now for 5, just a lazy 5. Lazy 5, you don't want to walk away with regret. At 740,000 here, we're on the market. Listen, we're on the market and selling. I'm not going to go inside. Make it really clear. I'm not going to go past this line here. We're on the market and selling in 10 minutes time. There'll be a big fat salt sticker across the board. At 740,000, it's with here, right here, front and centre, sir. You'll own the property and the keys. I don't want to see you walk away with regret. I can only give you the opportunity now at 740 here on the right. At 740, we'll call it down 3 times. I'll take an advance of 5 if it helps. At 740. First call! 740. Second call! 7th, sir. I don't want to see you walk away. I can see you doing this. This is not good for you, Gregory Peck. This way's much nicer. Tim is working his butt off over here. He doesn't want to. He feels as useless as the chocolate fire guard at the moment over there, Scott. You've got to do something, Tim. You've got to get it. 741. I knew there was more there. 41. Come back fast at 2. At 741, it's only money, sir. Don't lose it now. Over a whole lifetime, what's $1,000? 741. Strong bid in the centre. 741 for my starter. At 741 now. Jaldi. At 741 here now. At 741. First time! 41. Jaldi Kuru. Second time! 741. Third and final time. You're done.
45.
Strong bid, 45. Gentleman knows value. He sees value. I don't know how to say good in Indian, but I can say bagus in Indonesian. At 745 here. At 745, sir, don't leave me now. You know what it is? 860 square metres, not even $1,000 a square metre. Here we are now, 745. Good bid, strong over here, Scott, right hand side. See, sir, can I suggest a lazy? I can suggest 750. If I could suggest 750, I reckon it might be the knockout bid. That sort of uppercut like that, you're not expecting it. So 750, it might just be the one. 745 here, right hand side. At 745, right hand side, namaste. 745, first call, 45.
1.
He's bringing out the ones. He's bringing out the single figures. 746 front and centre. I can suggest, fellas, what I said before might be just that 750. Just a lazy 3/4 of a mil. At 746 on the right. At 746 on the right, worth fighting for because of the land. Worth fighting for because of the land. 746 on the right here. Against the lovely Lexus. I've got 2 Lexuses here. What do I do? 746 here. 46 on the right hand side. Oh, here's 746, I should say here. At 46 here, front and centre now. First time! 746. Second time! 746. I'm waiting for it.
748.
748. Don't be late. 748. Come into the end. 48 now. 748, sir. Tim. Now's the time, sir. I don't want to see you. I can't see you walking away now. At 748. You've been leaning in my car. You're going to pay for that. No, at 748 here, right hand side. You sure? Another 2,000 might have been his last bid. You sure? You've been an excellent competitor today. Over you've been an excellent competitor. I think it might be, but I think 1,000 just might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. At 748 now. You sure? If I had any keys, I'll give him to be the keys over here. At 748 now. At 748. First call! At 48.
No. It's okay, go.
Second call! At 748. Are you all done? Silent finish, 748. My little friendly four-legged pooch over here. Are you out? He's moving around. I can see he's poor. Third and final time. You sure you're out? 748 here. You're out. You've been a great bidder, sir. You've been sensational. At 748. Going. So congratulations over here. Well done. Commiserations. Underbidders here. Well done. Thanks for your time. Guys, have a lovely morning. Thank you very much. Have a great morning. See you at 4 Donald David Close in about 20 minutes' time. Have a good morning.